Hey guys. So I've had people talk to me asking about my workouts, asking me about posting some full workouts in the basement gym. Figured I'd give it a shot. I don't know how much, you know, I don't know how that's gonna do. Who really wants to see me work out? It's not like I'm an IFBB pro or something, but I have my coffee here. I've been up since 3 a.m. With the newborn, so of course it's time to lift some heavy weights. Right now, I'm working through a John Meadows program through the first week. So the training isn't always the same as I always do. I'm following his program. So his stuff may be unconventional if you're not used to John's styles of lifting. But today's going to be a push day. I'll go through it. I'm not going to record everything because John uses a lot of feeder sets up to sets, up to working sets. Today there's a bunch of cluster sets in there on the push day workout. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna drink my coffee. We'll lift some weights, and you'll see most of my working sets here. And I guess I'll talk to you a little in the middle if that's what you guys are looking for. Let's get this started. So the first lift is a slight incline bench with dumbbell press. We'll be doing sets of 12 here. Let me get set up. Sets of 12, 2 sets to get things going. We got the first set done. I'm gonna put this back for a sec. These are the RepFitness Repins. I'm gonna get myself a drink while we're lifting here, boys. John likes to really change up his workouts from each workout. So today's chest day is not going to be the same as next time. There's a lot of frequent changes, and it really just comes down to being able to gauge those feeder sets, and that's what's going to keep you overloading, because it's not necessarily being able to perfect, oh, I did this much weight last time. It's a lot of proximity to failure type stuff. So as long as you can gauge really where you are to failure, that's where you're going to see the growth. And that's what I've seen with using John's programs. I had to really gauge my strength. And like times where I thought I was doing more than I wasn't. So it really made me push the intensity on my workouts. I'm also not used to talking so much during my workouts, so let's get this last set. It's 2 sets here, second set of 12. Okay. So the next thing we're doing here is a machine press. We're going to be doing 2 sets. First set of 8 is regular set. Next set after that is going to be 8 and then cluster sets. So 8 reps, rest 20 seconds, then go to failure, rest 20 seconds, go to failure. You can't always target the weights correctly. Depending on where you are in your workout, it's hard to gauge like, oh, well, if this lift is first, I'm way stronger, so I have to use more weight. Then if it's like second or third, you can't lift as much weight. So there's some trial and error. We'll see. I'm not going the heaviest right now because I want to make sure my reps really count. So let's get this first set done. Okay. So that felt pretty good. And just going back to the last workout, the incline dumbbell press I did, I already goofed up because there were supposed to be 3 sets. So I went back and did a 3rd set when the camera was off. So whatever, here we are doing the machine press. So if you guys have suggestions, things, this is very new to me, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk to you about life, things like that, but I don't know if that's what you want to hear while I'm lifting weights. I had mentioned my son, or I have a baby, newborn baby, was born on March 8th. So, needless to say, my wife and I have been pretty busy taking care of him. So, I get up in the middle of the night to feed him. We take care of him. We take turns. So, it's tiring, but it's a great feeling when you have kids. So, don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't have kids. You'll love them. All right. So we're going to do the last set. This is going to be a hard set of 8, 20-second rest, cluster set with as many reps as I can do. Definitely going to be less than 8, 20-second rest, then another cluster set, however many I can do. Oh man, I can feel the pump. John likes to separate a lot of his workouts. Beginning of the week is like a heavier workout, and then towards the end of the week, usually he puts in some sort of pump workout. This routine I'm following is a little different because it's more of a traditional push-pull legs, but he loves to kill it so far with the way that these sets are structured. Oh, that's failure. Okay. Oof, okay. So that's it for the pressing. I'm going to move on to here to what some of you know is one of my favorite machines is the seated fly machine. So we're going to hit that next. All right, seated flies. This machine is so good. I'm sure you guys have seen me using it. The stretch is just so nasty that you can get with this machine. And the weight is just, it doesn't let off. So it's not like there's a part that feels super light compared to the other. when I was in a commercial gym, they had an Arsenal version of this machine. Great machine, but it just didn't give you that, you got the stretch, but I feel like it let off in the weight in certain parts of the curve that didn't hit the way that this does. Now, this is the third lift we have here, doing 2 sets of 12. I may be a little overzealous with the weight I have on here. It's not something that I don't do, but I'm kind of pretty exhausted now, so we'll see if I could do it. This is 190 pounds, 2 sets of 12. So let's take a look. Let's see. I like to cue my chest forward, kind of not arching my back, but just when I get to the top of the rep, I just consciously think about putting my chest forward to engage the stretch there. Or I should say at the bottom here. There. Come on. Oh, man. Oof, okay. Partial there at the end. Oof, I can feel that, man. So since I've got this machine, I have, a pec deck over here. Pec deck is good, but doesn't have the mind muscle connection with this and the stretch and everything. Just doesn't engage the same way. I don't know what it is. Now, one of the biggest critiques people have of these machines is that since the arms are, sort of lined up with the back of the machine, it's not really an incline. Because for it to be an incline, the arms would have to go up rather than in front of you. So it's really just a regular fly, I guess, if you look at it that way. But it hits so good, dude. My chest is so pumped right now. I've thought about replacing this machine, but I can't even think of a reason why. I'm always trying to think about different machines in the gym I want to replace, upgrade. Like my leg extension, definitely, I think, is going to get upgraded in the next month or so. Thinking I want to get the Temple of Gainz leg extension. Awesome machine. I reached out to them the other day about it, so you guys will probably see that here soon. And I have a lot of other machines that I really want to get. This isn't just me lifting weights. I mean, this is a hobby. I love the machines. I love building my home gym. So that's part of this journey, I guess, right? All right. Let's hit one more set. We're going to try to get 12 out of it, even though I failed basically that last rep. So let's focus a little. Okay, come on. Come on. I probably should have went a little lighter today, maybe 10 pounds lighter. But I'm okay with that for now. Finishing it up with some partials was pretty decent. So I don't even know how many I did. I lost count. Don't go back and count. It wasn't 12. All right, so I'm pretty sure we're moving over to some shoulder stuff now. Nothing crazy, so we'll hop over to that. So the next thing we're going to do is just some partials, dumbbell lateral raise partials. 20 at the bottom of the motion, basically. So I'm going to start that here. Oh, man, okay. That's 20 at the bottom. We're gonna do another 20, and then we're gonna hop on to the multi-flight to do some full range lateral raises. So that's where we're gonna go from here. That machine's sick too. GMWD has their version of it up on Amazon for like $3.99. That's a killer price. I've never used that version, so I don't know how the quality is. You can tell it's all bolted together. Temple of Gainz is one solid frame piece, so I can't compare the two, but it's a good price if someone's trying to get into one of those machines but can't afford or doesn't want to spend the money, you know, for the full size. Temple of Gainz. Okay, let's get this set of 20 again. Oh man. Oh, the burn, man. Okay. All right. Let's get over and do some lateral raises. All right. So we're going to do set of 8, 3 sets of 8. Last set, it's a cluster set. I'm pretty warmed from the partials, so we're just going to hop into it. I'm doing 55 pounds on the multi-flight here. So let's get this first set out of the way. Oh, let's make sure that I'm locked in place too. That's my bad from when I was using this the other day. Okay. I feel like I could have gone a little heavier, but I don't want to screw up my later sets just to make it through the first set, even though probably could have went up one more. I'm going to keep it there for now because it gets progressively heavier. I mean, 66 is the next jump. It's the same thing that last cluster set. That's going to be 8, rest for 20 seconds, set to failure, rest for 20 seconds, set to failure. Let's get the second set. Oh, okay. Oof, okay. So these kind of workouts to record for me are going to be difficult, like during the week. So probably something that's going to be relegated to the weekend, maybe. In this current routine, every Saturday I think is different. So I won't be repeating push days, but if I have time to do something during the week, if this is something you guys think is cool, I'll definitely try to do it. But with work and a baby and another son, a little difficult. So got to keep that intensity up. All right. We're going to go for our last set. 8, cluster, cluster. Come on. Let's eat. Give myself a rest. Oh, okay. After this, we're going to be moving over to just some tricep push downs to finish it off. 2 tricep exercises. Today I think we're going to do push downs and I'm going to do an overhead extension. I'm failing. Oh, that's it. Okay. Whew. All right. All right, so we're gonna hit 2 sets of 12 on this. I decided to, I think, bring the weight down just a little, focus on my technique. I feel like I was leaning over too much maybe at the higher weights, but let's try this. We'll see how it looks. I'm tired, man. Okay. It wasn't bad. Probably could have done a little heavier, maybe, but still got to eke out another set and the overhead extensions. Okay. So there's this chest press machine I've seen on Amazon. It's a standing chest press. I have no clue how to pronounce the company's name. It's like Badges H or something like that. I think about ordering it. It's a little too expensive, in my opinion, to just take a risk whether it's going to be any good or not, because it's like over $500. Reviews are mixed. Some people said the pieces hit each other, it doesn't go together well, they got missed pieces. So I'm hesitant in that respect, but I want one of those like standing or seating chest presses really bad. So I'm trying to decide if I should just take a dive and try to get it and see what it's like. But I'm gonna be mad if I get ripped off, so that's the problem. At least with the GMWD Side E stuff, you know they're like legit. So I don't mind taking a risk sometimes on that stuff. And there's no risk with Temple of Gainz. I mean, they're great over there. Quality's so good. All right. Here's the second set. All right. Let me get those overhead extensions set up. All right. Overhead extensions. You can see I'm using a new attachment. It's like an ergo grip rope, which is pretty cool. Sometimes, depending on the movements, I feel like some of my fingers get a little crushed. So, especially the pinkies at the bottom. So this gives a nice actual grip. Pretty cool. Okay. Let me make an adjustment, guys. This needs to be a little higher. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this top link off the chain. I should extend it a little more. I also think it's not enough weight. Let's try that. That's better. Get that stretch. That's it. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. One more and we're done. I might hit some forearms later. I don't think I'm going to do it now. I don't have a lot of time. So, catch my breath here. I feel like an old man. Guys, please, questions, comments, anything, just drop it below. Let me know what I can improve on. I know my banter is probably not that good. If you want to hear certain things, I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. It's all good, man. All right, let's get one more set. I didn't rest enough, but we're just gonna knock out one more. Come on, push it. All right. All right, guys. Ooh. All right. That concludes today's workout, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope in the future I can make some more content like this. If you guys are looking for that, I don't mind. It's just a time commitment, so please. I got 2 kids and a job. So hope you enjoy this. I'm gonna, once I finish up here, go hop on a treadmill. And then, I'll put this together, put it up. If you have questions, let me know. I can put links in the description. I know you guys are always looking at the equipment, stuff like that, so I can definitely do that for you too. And, I'm hoping I can do more of these for you. So definitely pretty cool. I appreciate all you guys. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Keep sharing it, keep pushing it, and I'll keep making more content. All right. I'm trying to think. I have some supplements coming soon. I guess I can go over with you guys. I don't take a lot of stuff, so it's not really that of anything. But, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.